Well, good morning, everybody. I am Chody B from 106.9, the Morning Clam, Dallas Fort Worth's fourth highest rated morning show, bringing you NFL pickups for the 2019 NFL season. Yeah, it looks as though we're on to week two. Week one was quite a doozy, if I do say myself. Before we get into week two, I guess we should show our results from week one here. And as you can see from the things here, hold on, let me move this up. All right, there we go. We had Green Bay versus Chicago. We picked Green Bay. Sorry, Packer fans. FTP though, am I right? We have a correct pick here, and then Tennessee versus Cleveland. I said Cleveland Browns, and boy was I wrong. I had a Chubb for Chubb, and he definitely left me with some blue balls, ladies and gentlemen. And Tennessee ran a train down the Cleveland Browns. The dog pound was definitely in the dog pound, if you will. Baltimore versus Miami. I haven't seen a beatdown like this since I had a reservation at the hotel. Ooh, that's going to be a dirty joke. Never mind, we won't even get into there because that is a genocide joke. It's not even funny. But let's be real here. Baltimore did commit a genocide on Miami, and yes, I'm using intense vocabulary to get some riledness out of all of you. Okay, next up. We had Buffalo and the New York Jets, and I said the tailgate mafia was going to take it down, and boy was I right about the Buffalo Bills taking it down 17-16. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Okay, then we had the Washington Redskins versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I picked the Eagles. I said they were going to crush them, and I was wrong. Redskins look okay, but correct pick number 4. All right, then we got the LA Rams versus the Carolina Panthers. I said Carolina would win at home, and they just squeaked by. The LA Rams won, and that is an incorrect pick right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's 2 wrong. All right, now we got ourselves some good picks here. Kansas City versus Jacksonville. I did Kansas City. LA Chargers versus the Indianapolis Colts. Jacoby Brissett actually did not look terrible. But here we go. Chargers, good pick. Seattle versus Cleveland. I had Seattle there, so that was an easy pick right there. Dallas, the New York Giants. The Giants look terrible. They got to get rid of Eli Manning right away. And then we had Detroit, Arizona, which was a tie, ladies and gentlemen. I consider that an incorrect pick because I did not say it was a tie. I said Arizona would win that game, and I was wrong. And then we got San Francisco versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Boy, the Buccaneers have not been good since 2002. And that is another incorrect pick for your host, Chody B, 106.9 The Clam, brought to you by Hostess. All right. The Clam. Okay. And then we got Pittsburgh versus New England. I mean, whoever picked Pittsburgh in this game must have been from Pittsburgh or was on crack cocaine. But I picked New England because I was sober and I'm not from Pittsburgh. Yeah. All right, and then we got New Orleans versus Houston. Woof, boy, what a close one there. A missed field goal with a penalty, and Houston actually... New Orleans always getting the penalties against them in the key moments, but Drew Brees had a good drive and got it in the end there, and New Orleans wins, and I got it right. Oakland, Denver, I did not watch this game, but I picked Oakland, and I was right. And ladies and gentlemen, our total correct was 11 out of 15 games, and that is 73%. For straight pick'ems, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. But that's neither here nor there. We are going on. We are moving on up to week 2. All right, so let's do this. Let's get down to business here. We've got, what did I say? I got to make sure I memorize what I say, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right. Let us interact. All right, for week 2, we've got ourselves a barn burner here. We've got Carolina versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers tomorrow night for Thursday Night Football. Looks like our beloved Wizards at ESPN believe that Carolina has a 106.1% chance to win the game. I actually agree with these dirtbags at ESPN. I believe that Carolina will win this game. They're favored heavily, minus 300, minus 7 spread. Yes. On to the next, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, man, they're going to make me do this every time? I think not. Oh, boy, I hate this website. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the Cincinnati Bengals at the San Francisco 49ers. Looks like ESPN gods are giving San Francisco the go-ahead here. And you know what? I'm going to have to agree with them. The San Francisco 49ers take it down to Cincy because Cincy I just do not trust. Sorry, Bengals fans. On to the next. We've got Detroit versus the LA Chargers, ladies and gentlemen. The Chargers. And obviously, I do believe that the Chargers might win this game. I do not know for sure. Let's see what I picked. It looks like I said Detroit. Well, I can't even remember my own picks. All right, back to business here. So we believe that Matt Stafford will bring this back, and that new tight end's looking pretty fresh, if you know what I mean. All right, schedule back down to week 2. Okay, here, next game, we have the very unbiased opinion from myself as a Minnesota Viking fan. Oh, Skol Vikes, 1-0, taking on the Green Bay Packers. And of course, the ESPN analysts are a little biased themselves. They love to put their mouths around Aaron Rodgers, and let's just say he'd probably like it when all the men of ESPN put their mouths around something that he has in his pants. Not going to say what it is, but you all know what I'm talking about. The member. Okay, but we're going to say the Minnesota Vikings are going to take this one. It was a tie last year in Green Bay. Green Bay's a little weak. I do believe that Aaron Rodgers is terrible. He's a horrible human being. And let's go Vikes. On to the next. This is going to get really annoying. All right. Game number, whatever. Tennessee Titans versus the Indianapolis Colts. You know what? I am not going to go through these things. I am just going to go through what I said. Okay. We've got the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts in Tennessee. Obviously, Derrick Henry, I believe, is going to run it down their throats. So Tennessee wins that. We've got New England at the Miami Dolphins. You know a team's doing really well when their players are begging to be traded. They're probably begging to go to the Canadian Football League at this point. The Dolphins are that bad, but if I was a millionaire like them, I'd enjoy Miami a lot. Think about all those Instagram thoughts shaking their booty at you, but you got to pay to play, ladies and gentlemen. You got to pay to play to get inside them. That's for sure. Waste of time. On to the next. We've got the Tailgate Mafia versus the New York Giants. Obviously, I'm picking the Tailgate Mafia week 2. Don't let me down, Buffalo. Let's break some tables. Yeah, 106.9. Okay, on to the next. We've got Seattle versus Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh just laid a dead duck against New England. I don't think they're a good team anymore. Seattle's still decent. We'll just say the Seahawks take this one. Dallas versus the Washington Redskins rivalry game. Another game of the week for Dallas on nationalized television. America's team. I disagree. You are not America's team. You are America's joke until you win another Super Bowl. But since you don't look like a joke anymore, I'm going to give you guys credit for last week. You guys ran a train on Eli Manning. Let's go Cowboys. North Texas loves their Cowboys, and they love 106.9, the Morning Clam. We'll pick the Cowboys. Arizona versus Baltimore. Kyler Murray looks like he finally got into the football game. He's like, oh, maybe I do know how to pass. But too bad Lamar Jackson learned how to pass too, and boy did he learn how to pass. 5 TDs. Of course, it wasn't against the Dolphins, but those Dolphins got caught in the fishnet of Lamar Jackson's crazy play. All right, we're going to pick the Baltimore Ravens at home. Jacksonville Jaguars with their injury of Nick Foles and their defense playing like crap against Kansas City. What's his face? I don't even remember the linebacker's name that got ejected from the game, but he's an idiot. If their defense gets more ejections, I'm going to have to say they're going to lose the rest of the season. Go Houston. Houston's got this one. And then we got the Kansas City Chiefs against the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders surprised me last week. I picked them to win only because they were at home and I don't trust Denver. But I guess this week I'm picking Kansas City, the high-flying Chiefs. They're going to throw a bunch of arrows into those Raiders and take them off their ships. Next, we've got the Chicago Bears versus the Denver Broncos. This is the toughest game I'll probably have to pick this week other than Cleveland and the Jets later. I'm going to go with what I first said there. I'm going to take the Denver Broncos at home. Then we got the New Orleans Saints versus the LA Rams. Who dat say they're going to beat them Saints? Well, I say who dat is the refs. That's who. But this time I think it's because it's regular season. The refs aren't going to care too much that LA makes the Super Bowl. New Orleans takes the cake. They will win this one. Redeem themselves. Then you got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Ryan, the Dirty Birds. We're going to take the Philadelphia Eagles on this one. Their fans are dirtier than the Dirty Birds of the Falcons. All right, next. We got Cleveland Browns versus the New York Jets on Monday Night Football. If ESPN does not feel slighted, they probably do this time. The NFL scheduled this week perfectly to make sure ESPN doesn't get much viewership. Oh, all right, let's go with the Cleveland Browns. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we're riding a 73% winnage for NFL pickups. You can follow me or not, I do not care. This is Jody B at 106.9 The Clam. Have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday.